Several years ago, one of my best friends and I had a tradition. This tradition, he would call me every day, every few days, and tell me about his vivid dreams he had had the night before. One day, he calls and says, I had a dream last night that I was in a McDonald's, and a man with a great briefcase walked by me and said this: every time my ship of dreams comes in, it's carrying your ship of dreams. Well, I decided I was going to steal that dream. I realized that I've been living my life for other people's dreams. I've been helping them achieve their goals without pursuing my own. From that moment, I started to change. I did what I wanted to do. I thought the way that I wanted to think. I pursued things I knew that were important to me in my life. But over the years, I realized something else needed to change. I needed to do more. I needed to be more. I needed to be a lighthouse for other lost ships versus being a lost ship. What happened? 2005, I was fresh out of high school. I went to Burning Man. That same friend is the guy who took me there. What is Burning Man? It's impossible to explain Burning Man. It's like asking someone to explain creativity. We all know when someone's being creative, but if you're asked to explain creativity, it's very hard to explain. Burning Man's event in the Black Rock Desert. It's Nevada's 10th largest city. It's a global cultural movement, and it's changed the world without you knowing it. As an example, this is my friend David Silverman. Yes, he's playing a flaming tuba. That's his art behind you. He is also one of the directors of The Simpsons. Google's first doodle was a Burning Man. This was to let everybody know that Google was closed. They were at Burning Man. They wanted you to know just in case the servers went down. Speaking of Google, this is my buddy Paul. He's a partner at the Y Combinator. He also invented Gmail and Google AdSense. Economically, we do not need more jobs. We need more Steve Jobs. When you set everyone free, we enable the outliers everywhere. The result will be an unprecedented boom in human creativity and ingenuity. Man, he's a smart guy. Burning Man sparked a series of questions in me. I needed to know more. I decided what was I going to do, not what do I want to be. How was I going to get there? Can I do it alone? Should I do it alone? I'm going to ask you these same questions. What are you going to do? Not what do you want to be? How are you going to get there? Should you do it alone? Can you do it alone? Who am I? My name's Josh. I was born in Florence, Alabama. I'm 33 years old, and I'm married. My mother was a druggie and a drunk most of my life. I struggled throughout high school. I had to really study to make every grade, even if it was just barely passing. Creativity saved my life. I'm an artist. This is a 9.5 foot tall steel electric guitar. It lights up and it blows fire out the top. I built it to inspire other people. I built it to promote my local community, and I built it for you. This is a piece that I built with my wife. It's Be the Art. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's an interactive photo frame that you get behind and become the art. See, every piece that I do is either interactive or inspires emotions. This is You're Beautiful. I buy these online, but I travel with them. I put them in my luggage. I try to put them up wherever I go. I give them out as gifts. I've had an experience to not only work on projects, but also help support projects to inspire other people. I determined that my life's calling was to cultivate creativity to fuel the future. Cultivating creativity makes a creative community that in return generates creative students, employees, managers, and entrepreneurs. What do you want the Huntsville community to be? You want it to be a tech hub, the largest city in Alabama, or the largest creative hub in Alabama? Let's talk about Silicon Valley and San Francisco for a minute. Those little towns were not always, well, they're big towns now, were not always the tech hubs that we know today. They were not always the place where entrepreneurs gravitate to. They were creative cultivators. They embraced their community. They embraced their culture. They embraced other people. And once you cultivate that creativity, you provide an environment for people to be creative. And this could turn into Silicon Valley or San Francisco, or it could be Huntsville, Alabama. It's a beast. It is so hard. It is so hard. Every day you've got to be creative. You're thinking of ideas. You're trying to work with other people. I can't explain how hard it is for me to go from living in Alabama to doing art to trying to pay the bills and be an entrepreneur. I know you guys go through the same struggle. Again, I ask you, what are you going to do? Not what do you want to be? Thank you.